Hey, Pastor Steve Waldron here, New Life Pentecostal Church, Albany, Georgia. We're going to look today at the sin of bearing false witness. The sin, this is the 9th commandment, and this is going on so much in the United States of America. It's like people can falsely accuse people just almost willy-nilly. So here's what it says. This is what it says in Exodus chapter 20, beginning at verse 16 in our King James Bible. It says, "Thou shalt not bear false witness against thy neighbor. Thou shalt not bear false witness against thy neighbor." Now Jesus, in Luke 10, who's our neighbor? The Samaritan, the man that was beaten, basically saying mankind is our neighbor, So don't bear false witness. This is don't lie. And I see this all the time. And it's kind of become standard fare, these false accusations. That's what bearing false witness is.
The people who attacked, threatened, tried to poison Owen's family, called his mother a whore, and bragged about her getting her fired. Those people, that group of people who I had nothing to do with, didn't pay any attention to, how they showed up and started attacking me when I attacked false bears, who seemed like, false bears way over here, acting like shitheads. These guys, insane psychopaths. I don't want to go anywhere near. I'm not going to attack them. I don't want to deal with them. So it's so weird that when I came after the false bears, like sometimes Bear and Ovenbra, that these guys showed up. And what I figured out was they're friends. They've always been friends. Sometimes Bear is great friends with Alan Smitherson or whatever the fuck his name is.
And what happens is when we falsely accuse somebody of something, well, that's a sin. And Satan is the father of lies. He is the one that is a sinner. And so we come under yoke with Satan. And it further blinds us and further takes us from the truth. It's like an old pastor used to say, sin always takes you further than you wanted to go, makes you stay longer than you wanted to stay, and makes you pay more than you wanted to pay. Well, that's what happens. So here in the United States of America, we really just need to get away from the impugning of people's motives. Just hating people. We hate sin, but you don't hate people, for their sexual proclivities and all of these kind of stuff. We have the gospel. We're holding out hope for them, the plan of salvation for them. So, these things, are awful, but at the same time, just to falsely accuse somebody, bearing false witness, is an awful thing. The source of offense is a lack of the word of God. It says, "Great peace have they which love thy law, and nothing shall offend them." And so while there's evil in the world, there's evils in the world, and people do and say bad things, and we can't just automatically impugn horrible motives to them, or else two wrongs have never yet made a right.
Sometimes Bear is great friends with Alan Smitherson or whatever the fuck his name is. The guy who bragged about getting Owen's mother fired and called her a whore and bragged about trying to poison his kids. Allegedly. Although I have proof, like really obvious proof.